a lot earlier in the week on a different video with the guy who made the list. I have nothing against this particular list. I just think the type of deck in general is not successful in this meta. It's not really been successful ever since it got noticed. I think like the first week, maybe the first 2 weeks we played it, we did really well because like decks weren't prepared for it, but like now everybody overplays it. He does have some kind of interesting choices though, like he's got Hunted Wampus and Rustwing Falcon over Healer's Hawk, which I think Healer's Hawk's just better. I don't know why I want Hunted Witness or Hunted Witness ever, but other than that, it seems pretty standard. It's also kind of interesting that he's only playing one Aurelia and two Experimental Frenzies in the sideboard, as those cards have. Not that I per se think Experimental Frenzy is great, but like in general, those cards are extremely high impact for the matches you want them in. I don't know if I'm saying that or phrasing that right, but like, just like kind of harder to handle and things like that. I'm actually looking over right now, but seeing if I can find the old Martin Uses guide. I don't remember the Channel Fireball list, like verbatim. I know we played it, I know we kind of liked it for what it is, but I don't remember it. So I was wanting to, before we start, double check and see if there's any other key differences in the decks, which I don't think they are. I mean, I think I'm not going to bother to look, but from the best of my memory, like they had a second Aurelia, they had a fourth Frenzy, they had the Pride Mate, which makes kind of a lot of sense, but I understand why you also wouldn't want them, especially when you're not running the Healer's Hawks. But other than that, I believe they're basically the same deck. This deck's got 4 Conclaves in the main deck, which I actually love. I think that is a big addition to the deck. And like to find room for that, it cuts some of these 2-drops. But anyway, we'll give it a try. It seems pretty good. I'm not a big, it seems pretty good for White Weenie. Again, I don't think White Weenie is particularly good in the format. But, like, absolutely hate this card. I don't like having more Baffling Ends. Or I don't like not having more Baffling Ends because I think Baffling Ends is a key for Wildgrove Walker. But, I don't know. I'll stop rambling and we'll just play. And I don't think I said anything relevant in that entire time except trying to remember the differences of the decks. I got it. I think I got them pretty right. So we're going to keep. This is a fairly good hand. And we're versus probably a match that I consider pretty tough. But, we have, like I said, we have a good hand. Ooh, the Eternal card game's available now on Xbox. That's big hype. Interesting. I'm pretty sure we have to attack in. Hey, Korean. What is up, friendo? I was kind of hoping he would block there to make our history a little bit better, but he did not, so. Alright, well, we get to press F6. Feels like we're going to need something pretty tasty now. So they put a Doom Whisper and a... So this is... They got Stitcher's Supplier. That means this is a Menagerie deck, right? How do we actually beat a Menagerie deck? I mean, we can draw Pride of Conquerors and win from here, but... Assuming they have lands and can actually play their spells, I'm not sure what else we can draw that actually wins. Hey, McCarty. What is up, friendo? You playing Friday Night Magic this week? I'm putting a lot of thought into going. We do have a good hand, at least, but... I want to press F6 so bad because I don't like not pressing F6. Ooh, that's spicy. Maybe it's not a Menagerie deck. Could not be Menagerie if they're running this. Playcrafter. Are they putting a land back? They did put a land back. Oh, this is a wee bit unfortunate, right? Send the world, we guess. Drake's is a pretty fun deck. It's my favorite deck to play in the format, but it's like pretty difficult to play. And like when you build black green, it's pretty easy to identify which cards are good in which matchups. Obviously, you can't build a list that is universally good versus every match in this format, but you can be like, well, you know, white weenie and red deck wins are popular in this format. I'm going to put a few of these cards in, put a few of these cards on the board, remove some of these cards from the build. But, you know, there's like that 95 cards that are pretty good, and you generally want many multiples of a lot of them. But like when you're building Drakes, it's less clear what random cards, you know, it's like less clear what decks the melodies are actually stellar versus, because like sometimes they're good versus black green, but does that mean they're always good enough to sideboard in versus black green? Things like that. Sometimes they're good in the mirror, but are they good? What I'm trying to say is that it seems like even though that they're roughly 90-ish cards that you can put in each deck, that it's a lot easier to configure black green for a specific meta than Drake's for a specific meta. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Basically, I'm saying it feels like Drake's is harder to build. Anyway, so versus any black green deck, we're going to want these. We're going to want these. We're probably going to want these. I think we're going to want these. Which means we're going to want these as well. Cards that probably ain't great. They have a lot of sweepers, so like this card's probably not great, and this card's probably not great. Yeah, I know it leaves a body behind if they sweep, but like the body doesn't seem good. Maybe I'm sideboarding in too many cards because I can't really see anything else that I'd want to take out. I guess the bodyguards aren't great either. Might be too many 1-drops to take out. I don't feel like I want to take more than 4 1-drops out, but... I really just don't want to take out more 1-drops. Right now I've taken out 7 and that feels like too many. Guess we're going to leave it here. Yeah, we'll still be here, bub. Have a good day. I feel like I sideboarded out too many one drops. Oh, wait. I know what I messed up. I forgot to take out 2 planes. Dirt. I'm not used to having 2 cliff drop retreats in my sideboard. Oh, God, that was bad. That's where the other 2 1-drops that I wanted would have came from. Oh, God, how silly am I? How silly am I? I knew I wanted them. I just couldn't figure it out. Just not being, not figuring out the deck, stuff like that. Or not being familiar with the deck, I'll rephrase. That was really, really bad, though. Positive note, it seems like we need those lands this game, but kind of discouraged in myself for being silly. And so Wild Growth Walker on top, that's not good for us. They left it on top too, which means they have more friends to go with it. Okay. Everyone's kind of painting by numbers right now. Got a force in their hand. This one costs the most mana, so I'm going to play it. It's also a knight, so like maybe it can attack next turn. I highly doubt it will, but like there's a chance. Especially if he doesn't kill anything and we need to flip the landing or whatever. This match is miserable, by the way. It's one of the reasons I play black-green. And they have even better cards in the match, too, because like this card's insane here. That's interesting. Yes, I'm going to attack with these 2. If they make that block, does that mean that they automatically have to have... Like, does that mean that they automatically have a fine finality? I don't think we can beat a fine finality either way, so I'm not going to try to. Getting a Doom Whisperer back, but we have a Conclave, so we're not too worried about that. So we can Conclave off of this and then attack for 5, 10, 18. Feel like that's good enough. So if they don't block, they go to 1 here. If they do block, they stay at 6. They put on top of that? I wasn't paying attention. Okay. I'm not sure how they're alive then. Even if they go to 12, they block 2 here, they take more than 12? Or they take exactly 12, but don't quite understand what they just did, but that's fine. Maybe they didn't math, or maybe my math's wrong. I think no matter what, 12 gets through. 13 gets through this way. Okay, well that was weird. Didn't expect to win that match, especially after the golden demise. Do I have any background noise right now? Leon? Nope, I don't. Okay, good. One 0. I think this hand's a keep. The Dantos are really, really good versus a lot of matches. Obviously, we have too many lands, especially I think we're playing a 20-land deck tonight. But the Dantos are just too good versus Drakes, too good versus Jeskai. I tried to tap the mana in my hand. And it's 3 creatures too, so it's like a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop right now. Just don't think we can ever mulligan that. Things we want to not see is forests on the other side of the table. Well, that's a forest. Now we want to not see Wildgrowth Walker. I think I just want to attack. This is the only way I can attack with both. It also better uses the mana. It allows us to be able to Danto and locks it on next turn even if he has 1 removal spell. Which, I mean, it seems reasonably likely that he could just, like, you know, untap and have a Choop or whatever. Which could be an argument for not putting the Benelish Marshal into play yet, to be honest. This is interesting. If he doesn't play a 3rd land this time, I think I'm supposed to just bash. Or at least just bash with the Danto. Alright, he played a land. So that means I'm supposed to just attack with a Danto then. he'd had a black mana, I wouldn't have sequenced this way, but considering he doesn't have a black mana, we don't have to worry about him killing a creature in response. Doom Whisperer could still be an issue this game. So if they block our biggest two... Oh no, never mind, they're still dead. If they block our biggest two, they're still dead. Or we can just make it real simple and not even do the math. But yeah, if they block 2 5s, they're still taking 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we beat them to turn before finality too, so that's pretty sweet. Well, remember to actually take the planes out this game. So we want these. We want all of these. We want these. We get rid of the prides. Get rid of a couple planes. Get rid of the 4 worst 1-drops and potentially 1 more 1-drop. Though the Dauntless Bodyguards are nice at trying to keep the Catley alive. Still think I'm going to shave one. I'll have everything that has flying that we have access to. Last time I took out 1 Conclave, but I think I want to keep the Conclaves, especially that we see that he's on Doom Whisperer main. Sand solid. Have to get some more lands, dodge certain removal spells, but we have something to get rid of a Wildgrowth Walker, we have a 2-drop, and we have 1 Conclave already in our hand. And oh, now we have a Catley. Hot diggity yay. Welcome back, Korean. Catley gonna give it to you. Catley. Catley doing Catley things. Still need to draw lands. That's not lands. Yeah, we beat Golgari, and we're up a game versus another Golgari. Missing land drops this time, though, which is kind of disappointing. There's a good turn, or good chance next turn to like Tribunal, whatever 4 or 5 drop he plays, and then baffling in this as well. Almost assuredly going to baffling in this. Because he's too close to finality at this point. I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to baffling end it. He's casting finality, he's killing his own stuff, right? Scoot that over there, sorry. Oh, apparently I have a chat. Oh, that's the chat I just pulled away. I think I'm going to go ahead and get this, because there's some... He could be getting ready to kill this or whatever. only going to attack with this. I'm still going to save my Conclave in case he has a bigger threat. Yeah, I thought there was a good chance he'd kill Tocatli, which is why I went ahead and baffling him into Wildgrowth Walker. Seems like that ended up being a wise decision. Alright, it's land time. Where are you at, land? Don't care about that stuff. We'll put the biggest creature into play. Puts us up to 7 permanents. So land would put us at 8 and 9 with the and 10 with the histories. So land would give us a real opportunity here. So they have a cast down that they're keeping. That's unfortunate. They don't have an attack. Well, that was lovely. So we know he's going to kill this next turn, but we're not blocking with anything, are we? No, we're not blocking. Just attacking with 8 flying. That's weird. I'm just taking 4 if that's all he's doing. If I play this 100% gets killed. And I'm actually fine with it getting killed because that means we deal 8 damage here. So they can either take 7 and let us have the Benelish Marsh, or just take 8. Oh wow, they have double removal? Well, that's unfortunate for us. But we're going to put them in the same situation next turn as well. Though next turn we can attack with these as well. Might just be able to attack with the whole world next turn. So they don't have enough mana to cast down. Well, they're ticking up to look for a land and kill one of these, I guess. It's another thing I wouldn't really have expected. Alright, so if we attack with all of these, if they kill this, they're dead, so they kill this, they're going to take 7. Now, the question is, so they can't kill this, right? They have to literally kill this. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's no way that we're going to dial on the attack back. I'm pretty sure that I'm just sending everything at their face. Maybe that's not a great idea though, because they will trade one of these with the Jadelight Ranger. If they trade one of those with the Jadelight Ranger, we can't conclave the Vivian. We also don't really want to conclave the Vivian with this in play. Yeah, I'm just going to bash his face with everything. Because everything else has to like chump block. Well, with the one exception. So he's going to kill this, and then he's going to trade this, and then he's got to chump block 2 things. Oh, well, never mind. They just don't want to play anymore. Alright, well, we're 4-0 versus Gogari, and I don't actually know how. Like, that is a great match on the Gogari side. I got an email from Hulu that says addictive shows that I need to watch. Well, what addictive shows are they? It's literally all food shows. Like, it's no reservations, delicious destinations, Top Chef. I have never watched a food show. Why is this suggesting food shows to me? Like, I've watched one or two on TV with my mom, but like, I've never went and looked at them on a streaming service. That's weird. I think we have to mulligan this one. We'll keep it because of the scry. It's pretty bad though. That's not good either. I'm gonna offer to trade. There's an Arclight. That's not good for us. Because that means that Arclight's probably coming back this turn. We'll still probably have to conclave this. Oh wow, is it not coming back this turn? What? Anybody else confused? I guess he didn't have another blue mana. We got very fortunate there. We have 8 permanents in play at the moment. Though he's likely going to kill one or like cast a Big Daddy Drake, one of the two. That is in fact a Big Daddy Drake. Boom. Get him down to 10 now. So as of right now, this is active, which is nice. Which means he can't just play another Drake. Like, he's dead if all he plays is a Drake. I think it just meant they didn't have another blue mana and they had no red burn spells, of course. Good chance that we're going to steal this game. I didn't think we would after what we saw on turn 1. Hopefully they didn't draw a shock in all of this. They didn't draw a shock. So they just get one blocker now? We were lethal through one blocker, so... Just press this so we can press F6. We have Xaxis 10. So, cards that I like versus Drakes. I like Baffling End's pretty good. I don't really like anything else. Settle the Wreckage and could be arguable, I guess. Pretty sure I'm just going to make this sideboard. This is another match that I would love to have more copies of Baffling End in. But we're just going to roll it. I wouldn't mind to have the full 4 copies of Baffling End in the sideboard, or at least 3. Because, like, letting people untap with a Wild Growth Walker and or Electromancer generally means you're going to die in this format. We've gotten, you know, obviously absurdly lucky so far. But, like, that's not the typical. The typical is if they untap with those spells, they win the game. Actually going to cast this one. Even though we're not getting the trigger off of it. It's the only one that can attack into an Electromancer. And we don't have the answer for the Electromancer again. I would have sideboarded out some number of Legion landings probably for additional Baffling Ends if I had them. So there's a chance that that Baffling End would have been an answer. Or sorry, that Legion, there's a chance that Legion's landing would have been an answer, but like obviously we can't ever know that. It's kind of weird. He didn't make the same attack last turn, but he's making it this turn. Also offers a weird dilemma. I kind of want to cast a Loxodon this turn, but just going to let him shock something now or whatever. Hopefully they don't also have a negate. Hey George, what is up? Alright, we're going to need to draw a Conclave, because they're going to have a Drake or something here. Oh, just an Arclight? That feels pretty good. Just an Arclight feels great. Probably means they have multiple Arclights, though. Alright, you're actually 3. Jody Keefe? Legacying it up. Alright, we kind of, for lack of a better word, put our manhood on the table right then and say, can you beat this? I don't think that I want to attack with this one. Could just cast both Loxodons. Let's see what happens. Probably should have attacked with this too, even though like he would have probably taken a 3 block. If they had like any shock or whatever. For a Dex ambition? That's kind of cool. What are the odds that he can deal 14 damage to us next turn? I think is high enough that there's no reason for me to risk that, right? Feels like it's high enough that there's just no reason to risk that. Why give him an extra 4 damage when it's clear that he's not going to be able to beat the board? Also, it's not clear that he wasn't going to be able to beat the board because, like, double fiery cannonade could beat the board. It's pretty likely he wasn't going to beat the board. Alright. Well, we've cashed. Pity chest hype. I should do donation decks. I should get people to give me monies. People wouldn't give me monies. I'm not pretty enough. Ooh, who does stuff for free? Come on, I'm a sellout. We begin. Let's keep this chess dream alive. Hype. We did not win the dice roll. That's unfortunate. I think we've won 2, lost 2. Our opponent drafts the beats, so it's good for us that this isn't a draft. This is our 3rd Golgari deck, though. I don't think there's anything from a Golgari. I just don't think that this aspirant will get to attack. So I'd rather go get our 1 point of damage. That's unfortunate. We did make the right decision. What do you got? Contempt to the graveyard. That probably means they need lands. They need lands. I'm not going to worry about getting that in play. I'll just skip the 2 points of damage this turn and get rid of the thing that can gain them life. I wouldn't have done that had they hit a 3rd land drop. But considering they didn't have a 3rd land drop, I just wanted to really, really push the pressure as hard as we could. And we knew we already had a land for a Conclave on the next turn, so like even if they did hit a land and get a Jade Light Ranger, we'd have been able to play that, get rid of the Jade Light Ranger, and been able to attack with at least these 3. And this one wouldn't have been able to be blocked because in the situation that he had a Jade Light Ranger, it would have had flying. But yeah, they missed a land drop. All about going all in. Alright, so again, cards that are pretty good in this match. We should be getting pretty used to them by now. Unfortunately, we don't have more baffling ends, but that's okay. Don't think the haunted witnesses are great, though you could argue that they're better than the dauntless bodyguards because they survive after a finality. So maybe there's an argument that we should just keep these instead of the dauntless bodyguards. Let's try that this game. Because the dauntless bodyguards aren't actually very good. They like can protect one of our key spells from a cast down or like a Vivian Reed, but not from demise, not from finality, and not from contempt. So like not from the majority of their deck. I think we have to mulligan this. We have no speed, we have no control really, and because of the scry, we'll go ahead and keep that. It's a little bit gambly, but well, they F6 their turn one. I guess if they F6 their turn one, I could have played the Haunted Witness or anything. It kind of sucks. Our hand's not great though. They could easily still win this game, I think, especially if we miss our land drop. Or if they just have like a Wild Growth Walker into Wild Growth Walker things. They have no Wild Growth Walker though, like won't be the end of the world. Wonder if I should have played the Haunted Witnesses there. I was really hoping they didn't have a Llanowar Elf. I guess I was supposed to trade that for any two of their things, and by two of their things I mean these two exactly. We still get to deal 8 damage this way. I don't think they have another black mana, based on they dumped the Doom Whisper kind of early. So do they have a cast down? Only one way to find out, right? Looks like they do. So we're going to go to 1. And then we're going to play this, because even if they have a finality, it wins the game. They have a land and a Golden Demise, it wins the game. They'd have to have something else. Alright. 4-0. Playing for that trophy. Can we do it? I feel like we've ran really hot. How are we 6-0 versus Golgari decks? Some of them have even cast sweepers versus us. My stream has been dead lately. We got 4 viewers. I don't even get my 10 anymore. I'm not jinxing it. I'm just like, can we? Or can't we? Who knows? Jinxing it would be messaging Sean on Facebook like I'm currently doing. I guess I'll just not press enter then. Oh, we lost another dice row. And we have another really bad hand. They mulligan this time. We have to go to 5. That's unfortunate. That's a pretty good 5, but... Hey Sean, what's up, man? I about sent you a message, but George scolded me. Gonna keep that card. Oh, not another Gogari deck. No, why? Why, people? Alright, we're not gonna beat this one. There's no way we can beat 4 of them. Oh, not Gogari? Oh, if this is green-white, it's even worse for us. We don't have much play versus green-white. Correct? Yeah, we dead. Oakley dokley. Yeah, we racing. The fact that we're racing is kind of interesting to me. Tends to make me think he's going to play a Tristani, and I don't think we can actually beat a Tristani. So I'm just going to pretend like he doesn't have it. And try to get our flyer in play for next turn. Now, if he's playing this build, we have to bring into Catley's. So that's a good card to see. Feel like he's going to be playing the Path of Discovery build. Alright. We are to the point now where we have 0 outs, and I'm pretty sure we can just scoop now. Yeah, whatever, I'll take 3. They are playing Tristanis as well. Wonder if this is a match we can bring to Settle to Wreckage in versus. Ooh, wrecked. Easily would trade with a Llanowar Elf. Want want. This build typically doesn't have March, does it? Alright, Random Flyer is the card I want here. Random Flyer is the card I want here. I want these as well. Kind of want this. What's really bad here? I feel like these are really bad. I feel like these are pretty bad. Maybe the Johnnies are okay. Maybe the Johnnies are technically better than Shalai. Might be better than settled or wreckage too. I feel like to beat them, we have to like kind of like gimp them out in spots that they're not pretending. So is pride good? You just get rid of one of these. I'm not actually sure what I'm supposed to take out. I already saw Ixalan's binding though. I think I'll keep 3 because of that. These are the cards I'm really considering. I think I'm going to get rid of 1 pride. If we draw this Shalal later and a pride would have won us the game, we know where we messed up. I think this hand's a keep. The Dantos probably ain't great in this match either, but at least they can attack for a turn. Opponent's on 6. Probably offered a Sky Marsh, right? Did I forget to bring Tocatlian? Okay, I did not. It was just like dawning on me I didn't remember bringing Tocatlian for a second. Alright, we're going to need to hit our lands. Certainly going to offer this trade. Yeah, I wish there was 4 in the sideboard. It's the biggest complaint I have with this build of the deck. I feel like that's fine for us. Because we can get it back later anyway. There's a chance that they actually need the green mana. So I'll keep clearing whatever I can clear off their board when I can clear it off their board. Would have loved to hit our land this turn. Go Adantos. We'll get one more pretty clean turn with the Adantos, I think. Alright, want to land this turn very badly. Please no double spell. Guess they do shock if they double spell, so have that going for us. Rip. Come on, land. This is 20 land deck. I'm being pretty greedy, by the way, to be whining for a land. I want people to know that I'm not actually thinking that I deserve this land or whatever. I'm like joking around, like begging for a land. Are you considering taking it? That'd be a bold take. Starting to think they have settled wreckage in their hand. Alright, no green land, please. Alright, that's good. That's good. But I had the green land anyway. Shows not to keep the baffling end. Which indicates to me that they have something to do with their mana. Which means they're probably playing Tristani next turn, and this was our one turn to get above the board. Basically have to be playing Tristani, right? Yes, they have a Memorial Glory that like kind of cleans them. Finality. Did not expect the finality. Now they get to play double spell again. We could just be dead now. Yes, I want to pay 4 life. It's kind of the card that we thought they would have. Well, that's pretty unfortunate. Oh, not baffling end. Does that just kill us, basically? I don't want to pay it twice, because I really think they had a Tristani in their hand. The plays they made me think Tristani. And that one does hurt. I think we lose now. If we'd hit a land, there was a good chance that we would have beat them with, these attack for 3 here. There was a good chance that we would have beat them with a Settled Wreckage, because I don't think they would have played around it. So they can triple block one of these, but like that's not that bad for us. That's pretty bad for us. That's not even that bad for us. Attack with both, they have to block both. Living on the edge! They hit a land, we've stove this. Did they hit a land? No! Oh my god, how good was that draw? They've literally just hit heater, heater, heater. If we hit a 4th land anytime this game, we would have won. Wrecked. Now I can't even draw a Conclave. That's not a land. Now I'm chump blocking. I don't think we can win now. Disappointed. They didn't draw a land yet again. They just drew another spell. That doesn't seem fair. That they get in a top deck situation, hit that many spells. Alright, well, rip 5-0 Dream. I think this match is horrendous anyway, and I don't think we're very likely to win it ever. So even if we got to play the 4th game, I assume we're going to lose. But it did suck to lose that game in that manner. There's a good chance I was supposed to add an extra land to our deck. I would have on the play for sure. Or probably should have on the play for sure. The draw, I don't know. Silly binding. We were so close. We were so close, fam. If I not paid the 4 life, I would still be... I could block here. I would have survived and I'd hit a land. Maybe if I didn't pay the 4 life... I don't know. Anyway. Feels like we need more Baffling Ends in the deck for sure. The Haunted Witness actually won us a game that other 1-drops wouldn't have won. So that was pretty hot. But my mind hasn't changed on this deck any. Sure, we went 9-2 in matches today, or 9-2 in games today. But I think we ran incredibly well. Like, we just ran super hot. We should have lost. So we played versus, what, 3 green-black? We should have lost 4 of the 5 matches today if our opponents even drew average. It's just not well positioned, but I do feel pretty fortunate that we got the win. Anyway, the Cavs game just started, so even though the stream's fairly short tonight, just an hour, we're going to hop off here. We've only got 6 viewers, so I'm not going to bother to host anybody. But thank you guys so much for coming by, and take care. And as always, I'll be back tomorrow. There's a good chance it'll be late at night, you know, because of Thanksgiving and all of that. But I don't want to lock that in or anything. I don't like locking things in. But take care, everybody, and thanks for stopping by.